How's it going, everybody? Uncle David here. Got the headset on now this time, and it like fixes all my problems. The mic is closer to my mouth, so you can hear better, and because the mic on the webcam is too far away, and then having the earphone or headset just fixes the echo issue. But I want to talk about Louis Rossmann. I already watched the video, so I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I'll probably just skip through it and summarize it for you. But just a little like summary of who he is. Louis Rossmann is the guy who was leading the charge for the right to repair back then, like 10 years ago. But he was just the one man taking on the entire U.S. government trying to get the right to repair bill to pass, where he was trying to allow people to be able to allow any third party repairman to fix like cell phones and stuff. Because in the past, Apple is infamously known to like make their stuff hard to repair, so you have to go to like the Apple Store to repair an Apple product because they make it extremely hard to diagnose and repair every single part, and they built like inefficiencies inside their product, so you can't just check like what the problem is. Um, and then like all their stuff is like um, you have to go all these loopholes to get to the actual diagnostic program in the cell phone to find out what's wrong and all that stuff. Even cars do that stuff. Like even like the more expensive cars, they make it harder to repair, so you can't really repair it yourself. But for cars, you can have any third party repair shop repair a car, but you're not like really allowed to do that for cell phones and stuff. Because he owns a repair shop and stuff. And he used to do business in New York, but they screwed him over so bad that he moved to Texas and opened up. He moved the store to Texas, but he spent like 10 years trying to fight for this right to repair, and he lost. He pretty much lost. It's one man against the entire government. Um, but yeah, and this video that came out yesterday, he's pretty much back on the warpath, but now he's only trying to take down one person or in his company. Here's why he wanted my video taken down, game over, but he's trying to take on Better Way Electronics, and because he also like bought the software, and this guy made like a really good software to, like that like um diagnose and helps you repair PlayStation 4 and 5s. And I'll give you a little video. I'll play a little bit. See, you can like see how he's like very very intelligent. You can see how he like speaks and how he carries himself.
I'm going to be following up on the video that I did on Better Way Electronics the other day. Before we get started on the video, there's two things I have to go into because this gentleman has repeatedly tried to strike my videos down on privacy and defamation claims. The first thing we need to go over when it comes to privacy and doxing, that the messages that I'm going to be showing in this video are messages back and forth between a WhatsApp number and his customers, and this WhatsApp number is public on his business website. If you go to betterwayelectronics.com.au, you'll see that there is a text or WhatsApp right here. This is a public business phone number. So for me to share this phone number is not a violation of his privacy because this phone number is publicly available on his own company website. And the customers that have showed me this correspondence with him have given me full consent to show their correspondence in this video. The second thing that I'm going to go over here is the defamation claim. I'm going to be reading you articles from credible Australian news websites as well as court websites. If you are somebody from YouTube who's listening to this and you think that there is an issue with privacy or defamation, just look it up for yourself and you'll see that those claims are complete, utter nonsense. So let's get into what we're going over here. So BWE has a piece of software that allows you to better understand what's going on with your PlayStation. This allows you to diagnose and repair the console in a way that you wouldn't be able to without his software. I will give him credit there that he's damn good at what he does and making software that makes it easier to fix a PlayStation. The problem is that his software has a very, very weird type of spying DRM in it where it can tell what you're running on your computer. If you're running software on your computer he doesn't like, he bans you. If you're not running other software on his computer, he also bans you. Why am I making this video rather than dealing with this privately? I tried to deal with it privately. I asked him to stop doing this to his customers. That was in April of 2024. He continued to do this to his customers and he defended all of his actions. I made a video going over these business practices. He continued to do this to his customers. 13 months later, he has not refunded any of the customers he's banned, and
13
he tried to
months.
have my video taken down from YouTube. That's strike three, because trying to have my videos taken down from YouTube is offensive to me since this harms my channel and risks me losing my channel. So I did another video saying, stop doing that and refund your customers. And after doing this video, he then filed further strikes for both privacy, doxing, and defamation on my other videos. That is strike four. I have given this man 13 months to change his ways. Not only has he not changed his ways, but he's also tried to destroy my YouTube channel. At this point, you leave me very little recourse other than to make the video I'm making now. Jessa Jones, as well as many others, have contacted him in private and politely tried to get him.
Yeah, so that's kind of about a little bit of summary of like what's going on with him and this company, or just one person and own this company. But this guy who owns this BWEs is like, he makes really good software how to like diagnose and repair the PlayStations, but he just like screws over his customers, like what he said. And then he's just like a real shady person, and it's cool in the video. He gets permission from the viewers and people who's trying to help him to take this guy down because they also got screwed over. And he literally leaks or shows the DMs between like customers who gave him their DMs, and then he gave them permission to like go over the DMs and how like the interactions. And pretty much this guy who owns the BWE is just like a piece of crap. He just this guy right here, like he was using the software no problem, and then he like put his laptop away and then used it for like 3 months and then turn it back on, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. And he's like, man, you're not using my software, so I just banned you or revoked the license and stuff. And it's just like BS, you know. He didn't do anything wrong. The customer didn't do anything wrong. He just didn't use it for a while. But like this guy just like straight up installed like spyware into your part of his program, like has like spyware that he put in so he can spy on you. And he did this to like multiple people. And then and also he was like um reporting Louis on like on his video, Rossmann on his videos and stuff that was like completely false. And he was going over like all the false claims and stuff. And he gets emails from YouTube like all these people who are like uh reporting him whether it's true or not. And so he proves himself in like all these things, and he goes all this stuff, and then he tries to like get his viewers and people in general to just like report this guy for all the scams he's doing for like banning you for no reason. And then all his previous videos, I'll link the video below. And then he is going into like their official website, their GitHub. All of this is like public information. And then he finds out that the guy was like arrested for like there's like official court document of this guy being arrested for having like child pornography or stuff. He's something about like this guy like hacked a couple girls, like 13-year-old girls' computer, and then like blackmailed them, and then all this BS, and he got put in jail for 12 years. And then after he was released, his business was re-registered. And so this guy is just like a effed up person in general. And then as soon as he gets released, he like continues his business, but like the way he treats people is like the same, just like manipulative and like a real piece of crap. And so he's trying to get, but the software he made was good, really good. So he did really good. Lewis did a really good thing where he was trying to like he's trying to pay like 5 people $1,000 to make software or coding that's better than what this guy has, just to get people to not use his software. And he'll pay them 5 people like $1,000 each to make something better, so people stop using this stuff because his stuff is still probably his software is probably still the best. But he has like all these like the court documents. He lives in like Australia, Brisbane, and he got put in jail for 12 years. And then the guy, and it's been one day after this video came out, the guy like shut everything. He shut down his business. He like shut down all his social media and everything. Like And he also like shut down his program, like paying customer who has who bought his software can't use it because the guy's trying to like sell his program and run, and it doesn't make any sense. You know, it's like if you buy a game and then the developer's like, oh no, or you buy like somebody's software, like I don't know, Adobe or I forget what software, like maybe you buy like Microsoft Office, and then Microsoft's like, oh no, I'm getting in trouble by the police and getting investigated, so he disables Microsoft Office, and you can't use Microsoft Office. That doesn't make sense. You've already paid for it, and then you can't use it, and so I don't know, but it's like it's amazing. Louis Rossmann is amazing. He is amazing. Yeah, like he will he one man. He was like a one man army. He took on the U.S. government alone, and after 10 years he lost. It was unfortunate. It's just pretty much in that case the politicians were more invested in the company than the people. It was kind of stupid. Like the people, most of the politicians he was trying to convince to get him
To every one of the consumer
to pass the right to repair, but end up representing the company. Most of the politicians were representing the companies instead of the people, when it should be like reverse. Politicians should be representing the people. I don't know. It was terrible, but this guy, I forget what his name is. He listed down here the Tajira Luan Tajira, and his jail sentence was reduced or something. But man, this guy, you guys should follow him. He's great.
protection agencies I'm listing in the pinned comment down below. But that's not enough, because even if everybody does that, as long as his software is better than the open source software in any way, there will be a demand for it and people will pay for it. And I find the idea of
But I'll watch the ending. You should also watch the video because it's like really good. I watched a lot of his stuff, but this video was like super amazing. He's like on the warpath again. It's great. And the side note, this is cat. I think his cat's called Blackberry. It's cool. This cat just always looks angry. It's funny.
this man making money while doing business in this way, unacceptable and reprehensible. So I'm going to announce another bounty. $1,000 to the next 5 people that the coder tells me over the next 90 days have contributed the most to making his software better than BWE's. When you have the means, you have the responsibility. And I'm lucky enough at this point in time to be able to fund software that makes the repair community and end users' experiences fixing their own devices better. Links in the description down below. Report. Don't think that it's useless. I already lost my money. I'm never going to get it back. That's not the point. You want to make sure that he can't do it to somebody else. For a long time, you've enjoyed feeling like you're in control, making the walls feel like they're closing in on people that couldn't defend themselves. How's it feel when the walls are closing in on you? Usually, I end these videos by saying that's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I'm going to end this one on a different note. Enjoy and learn from the master. Anybody else want to file a false strike on my YouTube channel?
Damn, that was good. He's good. All right, see y'all.